So guys, we are live into the action and now we are gonna go with 5-5 rapid. So let's go for it without doing any further ado. Let's go for it directly. Forgive me for not being available with my mic, but today I am, and we are going with Colorado Gambit mainline. So my primary focus with this Gambit is to go aggressive and get the center at any cost. My king is open at this point. If I will develop my knight, he's gonna exchange it directly. So we are gonna put some pressure on his knight to go back, and I'm gonna develop my knight to avoid the check. So at this point, we are having the control on the center, over the center, whatever you wanna say. So yeah, again, so this is going to be a tricky situation. This is gonna be a tricky situation. If I go to exchange, I don't think it's gonna worth it for me. So I'm gonna push my pawn, declining the exchange. I'm gonna put some pressure on his knight. That okay, so he has developed, right? That's absolutely fine for me. If I go with the dragon, it can fuck my game up, so I'm a bit worried about it. And again, so I need to remove his knight somehow. Let's see how can I do it. In the base, I can just follow my developmental stage. So let's see how it goes. I'm being optimistic about all of these stuffs. I hope I'm gonna win this. He's developed his bishop, threatening my c7 pawn in the future. Okay, this is actually not looking good, but I can put some pressure. So yeah, let's see how it goes. If it goes with the exchange, then I'll be able to put some pressure on d4 after I take off with my knight on d7. If he goes with an exchange, okay, so he has got double pins. Okay, we are gonna go with exchange to get rid of one pin, and let's see how it goes. Still not going for exchanges. If it goes, my lines are gonna get more and more clear. Alright, it's got a pawn. I'm not gonna leave this game like this. If I'm going with an exchange, it's gonna work it for me. Then I'm gonna take his bishop off the board. Again, his knight is also hanging on d5, so he has came up with an exchange. This is actually a tricky situation for me, but because it is a check, I'm gonna go with my bishop. And for okay, so this is actually looking good for me. Yes, it is. I'm not gonna leave the F file as I'll able to put some pressure on F2 after the exchanges. And again, both of my bishops are doing good work. If he exchanges one of it, I'm not gonna lose anything. That's absolutely fine because I'm having the center at this point. And again, it's putting some pressure one more time. To be honest, I'm pretty much confused what should I play next. But again, I can threaten with b2. Bishop into b2 is going to be a good move. But God knows again. Even b7 is going to be weakened. So I need to focus. I need to focus, man. Okay, so it's pinned, right? Yes, pinned. At this point, what else I can play? He's gonna go with the action, and I know that. Not gonna worth it for me again. Let me put some pressure on him in return. I'm running out of time as well. Again, he's gonna come up with rook b1. It is the most obvious move that I'm looking at this point. And I need to give him some cover. So I'm gonna put up my queen. Alright, alright. This is gonna be a tricky one, right? Let's come up with our queen. So now he cannot go with exchanges, but again, he can put some pressure on b b7. So if it okay, it has not came into his vision. That's a good deal for me actually. And I'm gonna go with exchanges at this point because I'm getting some heavy pressure on my games. I don't want it to ruin it. Again, I'm a pawn up. Okay, as expected. Now, now. This game is getting tricky and tricky every second. That's what I feel. Now, if he's gonna attack my rook, I have to defend it. No matter what, where I stand, what I do, I have to defend my rook somehow. I can take his bishop for free. Actually, I'm not willing to. But now his bishop is under attack. So if I lose one piece, if, if I'm gonna lose one of my rook, I'm gonna take two of his bishops. So that is going to give me some huge advantage actually. There he made his first blunder and I have picked up. So here he came with exchange. But again, my pieces are looking good. Okay, I'm gonna lose on my pawns and stuff like that. Yeah, so can't help it with that. Again, the things are looking pretty much alright. I'm gonna push this pawn up. I'm not gonna wait. If you have to take down my a7 pawn, you can go with it. But after that, tremendous attacking is waiting to take over you, buddy. Now, Movas, be careful, bro. I'm not gonna leave you like that. Don't fuck your game up. Again, I fuck man. Where did I tap? What the fuck I did? My plan was to get my queen on g5. That was the most obvious move that I was looking forward to, but this guy fucked it. This guy made one of the biggest blunder and he's gonna lose this match. I'll make sure. Fucking sure. I don't care anymore. I know that's pinned, but again, he can come up with some checks and stuffs like that. So I'm gonna put some pressure one more time. This is going to be a tricky one, but yeah. Again, my bishop can take over the game. Okay, so it can do nothing, man. Now you don't have any kind of option remaining in your pocket. So you are done with your game. You need to push up your pawn, or else you can put up your rook on g1 to defend the game. Don't have anything else to get the job done. Have pushed pushed up your pawn. That's looking nice. But I'm gonna put some pressure on c2. Okay. Okay, I'm running out of time. Damn man. Let's go with some checks directly. I lost on time, man. What the fuck I'm doing? Again, I'm gonna go with my Colorado Gambit. This is going to be a huge one. Okay, he's gonna fuck his game up, man. This is pretty much clear that, yeah, he's losing this one, man. For sure, he's losing. I'm pushing up my this pawn for development. He has to go back. And after putting, if I put up my knight out there, let's see how it goes. I'm gonna go with this, and then I'm gonna put up my exchange so that my bishop can directly develop. Yeah, so let's make it happen. Push. It's defending all of the game, I guess. When my knight will come on f6, He's gonna handle everything. I don't have to worry about anything. Again, I can put up my knight on e5 to pressurize the whole pieces defending my check. So this is going to be a tricky one actually. Not take an exchange, man. Because I'm gonna punish this guy for sure. He did. Now he's having some threat on c2. Okay, this was unexpected, but he lost. Maybe I've lost on my castle, but I don't have to worry about it. Not getting any extra check, so I'm directly gonna eat up this pawn that is on c2. I'm gonna take my bishop off, then I'm gonna go with a dragon bishop, which is gonna handle all the black squares. I'm the biggest diagonal of this board. So let's go for it. You might be thinking that I'm gonna exchange my pieces. Again, he's trying to threaten me with a mate. That's actually not gonna get the job done. If he's gonna push that pawn, this is going to be a tricky one for me. I'll lose one of my piece if he do so. But at this point, Jack cannot do anything, right? I'm gonna put some pressure on his queen directly without wasting any more time, without going further way to. I'm directly gonna pressure his game without going for any kind of castles and stuffs like that. So yeah, again, this one is looking somewhat tricky for me. I can put some pressure, man. If I go there, it's not gonna worth it. If my knight comes here, okay, I'm directly gonna put pressure on his queen. Now my bishop can take the charge. For sure, if I go with an exchange, these knights are looking super deadly. This is going to be a tricky one for me. I'm gonna take one of his piece for sure. I'm not gonna leave him like this. Knight is hanging in the center. And this is the advantage that you get when you have the control of the center. So you look forward for multiple chances. I mean, he got this move, but he's super late now. He's super late for this. He is super late. And again, if I go with the pawn, it's going to be a handheld situation for me. So let's do one thing. Just try not to put some pressure. Yeah. Again, I'm not getting any kind of threats from anywhere. Let's try this. This is going to be a tricky one. Attacking his queen, defend his knight is already under a big threat, so he cannot do anything for that. And again, if you give a check, it's gonna come on b5. I'm gonna push my pawn c6. I'm gonna push. Yeah, this was my basic strategy. Finding it, getting some development. Cannot take that knight. If he's gonna take his with his queen, okay, he's trying to get in. That's fine. Not creating a huge pressure again, but this one is a good pressure. Okay, he cannot do take one or two pawns giving a check to me or stuff like that. So I think I should go for an exchange. But yeah, yeah, sure. Surely I can go for the exchange. Okay, this is looking somewhat tricky for me. I need to get my knight off there. Gonna give it a check. Bishop is directly gonna pick up his rook. This one is looking super deadly and super complex for him as well. So he's gonna lose on time, I guess. Multiple things are going on, and it takes a lot of time to for analysis. So yeah, again, this one is looking tricky. Okay, just trying for a mate of stuff like that. Don't know, but yeah, yeah. So I can. This one is looking tricky, super tricky, man. Yeah, I need to play a full move. let's bring my knight up. Again, he's gonna pick up with his knight. Then I'm gonna get his rook for totally free of cost. And that is my basic plan. So if his knight goes back, I'm gonna be off the threat. And I'll get one or two moves to defend my game. And I'll able to do it. If he's gonna take his knight back, then I'll directly put my king on h7 to get some cover and connecting. It is gonna connect my queen and my g8 rook. So yeah, again this one is looking tricky. I should put some pressure on his queen. Now this one is actually super tricky. He's a new player, I guess. He's gone with queen exchanges. Lol, man. This was unexpected again. This was unexpected. Again, I'm gonna put some pressure with my knight. So my basic ideology is to get that f2 discover check with my knight. Simple. Again, I can go with an exchange, but I'm not gonna exchange my pieces. I'm gonna eat up those pawns for totally free of cost, and that's what I'm looking forward at this point. Yeah, so things are looking good. Again, I can put some threats on him. Now it's time for me to develop my centers. Now my pawns are gonna roll in the center directly. Again, my that move was a blunder. I was willing to play my 7 pawn directly to a5, but I mistrapped it. So yeah. But anyways, I'm not losing this match after all. So that win is the only thing that matters for me. Okay, so yeah, like at this point, conclusion, it's safe to have no worries. So at this point, if I push my pawn, he's gonna push it back. This one's going to be a situation for me. Push, exchange, exchange. I'm gonna lose my connected pawn, so instead of losing it, I'm gonna block his bishop. Okay. No, no, no. So he can take it. Man, he fucked up. He fucked up. He actually fucked up. And I'm gonna take some advantage of it for sure. I'm gonna put up my knight on c3 and get the job done. That is my basic ideology, by the way. What he's trying to do, I'm not able to figure it out. Okay, so now I cannot give support on e5. That is the tricky situation again. He's gonna come up. He's gonna come up with his bishop only. After putting, alright, alright. Don't have enough time for all this fucking stuff. Just go for the exchanges. I'm gonna put up. I need to get some control on my time. Again, I gone flat down. And you have some positional plays going in your match, and you are already having some good position with some good advantage. And when you lose on your time, it feels super bad. I'm going up with my Queen's Gambit one more time. He's accepted the Queen's Gambit. Now I'm gonna punish him. Don't worry. Super. It is what I'm looking forward to. Trying some new variation, I guess. But again, not of these kind. I'm gonna come with a check, I guess. This guy fucked up the whole game. This was actually unexpected. The only oh. Okay. What? Okay. So this was a basic exchange. Alright. I got no worse. I got no worse. You can show and take me off. We ain't got no worse. We ain't got no worse. Just trying to do. Alright, so I'm gonna fall for one more cheaper trap that is lying on. Yeah, so I need to. These knights are super deadly. I think I'm willing to resign this match. Otherwise, I'm gonna get a discover check on C2, taking my rook off the board. This one is not looking super good for me. Need to take some heavy decisions. Again, this guy is winning on time. I need to improve my rapid stats. Again, I can develop my bishop for that. Okay, so yeah, I think I should come up with E2, giving up my pawn, and then taking my rook to G1, giving my pawn on F2. Oh, damn, he fucked up. Going with another discover check. This one is super annihilating for me, but I can't help it. I have to defend it in some or the other way. My king is under trouble. What will happen if the discover check is threatening me actually? If I go back on, man, I'm gonna resign this match. This is super demotivating. Alright, I'm continuously losing. I lost 3 matches in a streak. Colorado Gambit one more time. That is not the super aggressive Gambit against E4, but thinking to develop his knight. But I know all the variations, so I don't have to worry about anything. That's what I was saying, man. Putting up the knight in the center is not a good way to open, man. Again, I don't want to lose my knight. Oh, sure. Unfortunately, I have to. But yeah, listen, I still don't like the ideology to exchange bishop with knight. I mean, pinning the knight with bishop to get some advantage in the another positions. It's okay, but exchanging up your bishop with knight in the start of the match is not a good idea actually, because then you have knights who are pretty much defined, and you need too much of heavy skill set to control your knights and get some heavy advantage from it. And when we talk about bishop, they are pretty much easier to handle as compared to the knights. We have to look for multiple influ influencing factors. So that's not how it goes. I personally feel pinning up is okay, but again, what the fuck he did? He has lost his one of the piece with a blunder. And again, this is gonna give me some heavy advantage. Again, I have the center. I'm gonna lose my g5 pawn. Alright. But it's playing like this. I mean, I still don't got it. Yeah, as you all of them can see, ah, I lost one of my pawn. He's gonna put his rook on e1, I guess. Yeah, this was actually expected, and I'm not surprised after this move. Like queen into, rook into, king into. So it's not giving any kind of advantage to him. But again, who knows? Like who knows? So I'm under the check at this point. He's gonna take off my g4 pawn. I'm gonna receive a check for sure. Again, he's a piece of from me now. Expected, man.